My name is Adam Ornelas. I'm 18 and I go to Mount Tabor High School. I think I'm pretty different probably because the things I enjoy doing are a lot different than what most people do. I was born in Winston-Salem in 1997, and both of my parents are from Hawaii though, so I guess if you track it back, we're from mostly China, Hawaii, and a little bit of Portuguese because the Portuguese came to Hawaii as slaves at one point.
We actually get the usual comments that a lot of parents are surprised from. Like someone will say, oh, he was such a good boy or a nice boy or a good gentleman. I go, who? Our son? He knew the rules and he knew how to push them a little bit, but not too much.
Do I feel different? A little bit. I mean, I don't know. I'm just a lot more hands-on than a lot of my friends. I don't know. When I want to do something, I do it, and if I want to make something, I make it.
I am, and we are very proud of a lot of what he does and what he is and how he behaves. I think we try to support him in different ways, for sure. I think one of the most important things that I feel is important to kind of give him space to learn and make mistakes and do his own thing.
Okay, so I kind of go through stages of hobbies. I find interest in ones at different times, I guess. It kind of goes off and on. Right now I'm kind of really into my aquariums because they're not something that gets boring ever because they're just kind of growing and you're taking care of things. So I like planted aquariums. So I have all sorts of plants and fish, and I'm interested in the fish. Hopefully I'm going to breed them. I set up a 30-gallon tub in the back in our screen porch that I'm going to use to try to breed some local fish and then maybe sell them. And I just like the look of a natural aquarium, and it's kind of interesting. It's like having your own hand in playing God. You can make a sustainable ecosystem that survives on itself if you want to.
Perhaps it has to do with some of the more harebrained schemes of his hobbies. Like, no, you can't build a pond in the backyard. No, you can't have 6 more aquariums in the house, or things like that.
I'm the first chair saxophone at Mount Tabor, and I've always liked it. I made L County this year and stuff like that. I bicycle to Tabor from the Career Center, and I bike to practice pretty much everywhere. I bike everywhere mostly because I have time and I like to exercise, and I also don't have my license, which is one of my faults. So I guess in a way, the thing that makes me feel the most weird, it's not really that weird, is biking. So when everybody's driving places, I'm biking around. And today I biked 13 miles to practice at Salem Lake, and then ran 9 miles for practice, and then I biked 13 miles back, and it's just kind of something not a lot of the track guys do, but makes you feel good to get exercise, I guess. This is a trash bike I found at Wake Forest in the dumpster, and now I'm kind of fixing it up and turning into a single speed track bike, but I'm working on it. It's kind of a cheap bike, but I mean, it's nice. I get to ride it to the grocery store, and I don't have to worry about it getting stolen. I like art. I like making things like furniture. I'm taking 2D AP art, so I like drawing and painting. Here. I'm working on right now. It's kind of a bad one, honestly. I like making stuff, and it kind of builds on itself. So like one of my aquariums, I actually cut the glass for, and I made a chair for art class, and I make skateboards, and I just enjoy the hands-on part of it, and I just like making anything I can, really. Sometimes I just make stuff to see if I can. I had fun making a chair just because that was different. That was one of my favorites. I like this. I just bought a new jigsaw. Actually, I bought a new jigsaw and a sander, and I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, he's a very independent sort of soul, actually. So I think he gets his own, where he's going from sources that I don't know about so much. Yeah.
I like skateboarding. My feet get dirty if I walk out of the house, so I just ride the ripstick instead. Like to get the mail and stuff. I like making longboards. The longboards are kind of art in my opinion. I kind of make longboards because I get the wood and you like press it to give it a curve. And then you like sand everything and finish it. This is like the first one I made. It's not really a longboard, it's more like a plank, honestly. But pretty much all the longboards I have the same amount of fun at. It's just, everyone's better, and I enjoy it. And I learn a lot about it. Oh yeah, in my bedroom I have a bunk bed that I put fake grass in on top of the bunk bed, and then put 2 chairs and mini fridge. It's kind of like a little porch. I wanted it to be like a porch in my bedroom. And across the bunk bed on the wall is a TV where I have an Xbox, and I set up some speakers with it. I don't know, I just play video games there when I have time. So I've always ran cross country and track since middle school, and I've always liked running, and I guess I also bike, but starting when I started running, it was in middle school and I started running on my own. And then eventually I did like, I started out with a 30K, which is an 18-mile race, and then I did a half marathon. And then eventually, when I was 14, I did visited my family in Hawaii, and I ran the Honolulu Marathon. In middle school, I was mostly a discus long jump sprinter, but now I'm a long distance guy. Now I just kind of run because it's good exercise. Don't really think about it too much. It's not very like relevant to what it is now, you know? Cause like basically with this, you like hit, then you go back and you hit somebody, you know? Yeah, I used to do Kenjutsu. I got into it because there's a security guard at Wake Forest who my dad was friends with. Because my dad is a scientist at Wake Forest. And he got me into Kenjutsu, which is like what the samurais used to practice, mostly sword fighting, but also there's some hand stuff. And I just go train every week for like maybe 3 hours, 4 hours. A lot of time. There's a lot of exercise, and I just train for sword fighting, martial arts. And it wasn't really a competition thing. It's more like self-improvement. Basically, the reason you do this is because it's concealed. Yeah. So if somebody comes at you with like a sword, usually what you do is you block like this, pull down the sword, then hit them from the head, and then stab them like that. So that's kind of how it goes. I plan on going to UNC Asheville, but I don't really know what I want to do right now just because I do so many things. It's kind of hard to choose what I want to do.
Kind of keep hoping and waiting for him to find his passion, what he's going to do with the rest of his life. But there's time. So there's a degree of concern there, but nothing unusual, I don't think.
I don't know where I see myself in the future, and that's kind of troubling because I don't know, I do a lot of things and I don't know what I want to do the most, and I just need to figure that out. But hopefully I'll be doing something good. Probably not a desk job. But I have a feeling something I might do involves building things, like furniture, skateboards, something. I don't know if I plan moving anywhere. If I move anywhere, it'd probably just be for finding where the job I need to do is. I don't really want to move to Los Angeles or any of those big cities. I just go wherever it takes me. I guess I am a lot more hands-on than people. Like, I don't know why people just don't do stuff. Like, when they think of something, what do they do? They just don't go do it. But a lot of the people I like now are kind of obscure people who do what they want. They may not necessarily be famous, but they're really good at what they do and they live doing it. And that's kind of what I'm basing my life off now.